Hi guys, Jimbo here, the driving test guy in New South Wales, helping you pass your New South Wales driving test first go, hopefully. Okay folks, apologies, it's taken me ages to get this video done. I had planned to get this video done a long time ago. This is the Edmondson Park mock test run through video. I've had so many issues with this. I had to go back a few times and refilm it because they had made changes to the test route. I wasn't aware of it. I'm only relying on what instructors have told me because I don't generally teach over there, but I've got it all sorted out and we'll go through a mock test run through to show you what the Edmondson Park routes are about. Now, before we do the video, let me do my normal announcements. Thank you everybody that supports this channel. It is a lot of work that gets done getting these videos up and running. Now, for those that have used my videos and I've made their life easier and they would like to say thank you by buying me a virtual coffee, please do. The link is down below. And for those that have done that, thank you so much for helping to support this channel. Also, if you'd like to book a mock driving test with me at either MacArthur, Gregory Hills, Macquarie Fields or Edmondson Park test centres, do so by going to my website. The website link is in the descriptions below. With these mock tests, I can take you on a realistic run and show you where you are in relation to your current driving and what you will need to pass the driving test. Okay folks, let's get back to our video.
To get to the test centre, we head straight ahead at this roundabout on Soldiers Parade. We check that it's safe, all good, and exit signal. We need to turn left into the entry, so mirror, left signal. Always check your left shoulder here in case someone's about to walk in your way. This is the entry. There is no gate, but there is a camera that takes a picture of your registration plate. Generally keep your speed under 20 kilometers per hour in the car park. The test bays are a right turn just after the escalators shown by those blue windows. So mirror, right signal, make sure it's safe, and then complete the turn. So the test bays are a little bit further down on the left-hand side. Be careful through here. There are a lot of crossings and cars can pull out any time. We're going to reverse into one of these bays. That means we have to angle our front over to the right a bit. But as you can see, there's a car coming. So we just have to wait until this car gets out of the way. So as he gets past, we pop it in reverse, we check around, and now we're going to back into the bay. If you don't know how to back into the bay, that's okay. Just get someone to do it for you, and you can learn that skill another day. You will not need to do this by yourself on the driving test because at the end you just drive nose in. Once you're happy with your parking position, shut down, lock up, get out of the car, head straight across the crossing to the left, go up, enter the test centre and follow their directions.
Okay, now before you start the driving test, the examiner is going to get you to jump in the car and turn your dashboard on so you can operate the signals and brake lights. So get in the car, put your belt on, turn the dashboard on. Now when they yell right signal, put the right signal on. When they yell left signal, put the left signal on. And when they yell brake, press the brake. Now, assuming that that stuff's all good, the examiner will get into the car and they're going to ask you, are you ready? Now, before you say yes, check your belt's clicked in, check that their belt's clicked in, have a look at each mirror to make sure that everything's set right. Okay? Say yes, I'm ready, and then they're going to get you to start the car and then you'll start the test.
Okay, we start our engine, we put on the left signal, and we have a look to the right. You can see that there is a white car approaching. We need to wait till they're clear. There's also a pole on our right hand side that is blocking our view. We need to move out a bit. As we do that, another vehicle pulls out. This car park is pretty crazy. Now another car's arriving, but that looks like it's going to park. Now if they do, we can now pull out because they're blocking the path. They have a look to the left, looks clear, and off we go. Now be careful with this car park. It's pretty crazy. There's cars pulling out at any moment. There's people walking out. We'll proceed straight ahead for a little bit. Just keep the speed no more than 20, but I'm comfortable at 10 at the moment. Up ahead we have a cross street and we're going to go straight ahead. Be careful with this speed hump. We have a look to the right. We have a look to the left. Looks safe. And all of a sudden, hazard. People are walking. Okay, so we just hang back until they're cleared. Great. We proceed straight ahead. up ahead there is another cross street and we are going to make a left-hand turn. Got our signal on, let's edge up and let's have a little look to the right. That looks fine. Okay, let's complete the turn. Now we head straight ahead, check all the side streets, and all of a sudden another hazard, cover your brake. Okay, show the examiner that you're getting ready for this hazard in case they pull out on you. Let's head up the ramp and we're going to go through the exit gate. As we head to the front gate, there is another vehicle in front that is also about to have its number plate red. But there is a problem. The number plate is red, but the gate is not going up. Now, this can happen now and then. The solution is, if your gate's not going up, you've got to press the button with the panel that's to the right of you. Now, we're going to cut forward and see the resolution of this.
A few moments later.
So the person in front opened the door, got out, pressed the button, told the operator that the gate is not going up. The gate's now up, it's all sorted, they're proceeding. And now we'll head up and see if the gate will open for us. So we get over the next speed hump, stop at the red sign where it says stop. We have our number plate red. And today, all is fine, the gate goes up. Okay, let's continue with our test. We're going to turn left up here, left signal, we give way to the right. I want all lanes clear. It is clear, it's safe, we proceed. Now this is McDonald Road, the speed limit is 60. We're currently doing about 40, but we'll pick it up a little bit. A bit further up is a left side street that goes back to the shopping centre. And as we get close to it, we'll just have a little look to the left to see if anyone's gonna jump out at us. So we look to the left, that looks fine. Okay, great. We'll proceed straight for a little bit up to the traffic lights and we'll be turning. What the hell was that?
Let's have a closer look at that again. Okay folks, upcoming now is the latest graduate of the 20-hour course. Yeah, 100 k's an hour in a 60 zone. What an awesome driver. Yeah. Okay, so we're turning left at the traffic lights, mirror, left signal. We have a green circle traffic light pattern. We're good to go. We'll check to the right. There's no one running the red. Always jump to the right-hand lane here. This is Campbelltown Road. The speed limit is 70 zone. We are going to turn right. Also, the left lane does end. So this is the lane I want you to be in. Mirror, right signal. We do not need a right shoulder here because you're up against that raised hard curb, which blocks the blind spot area. Head up to the lights and check the light pattern. We currently have a red circle and red arrow pattern, so we're going to stop at the first line within 1 meter. Let's cut forward to where the light goes green.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we've got a green right arrow pattern. Check right, check left. Make sure you move your head for the examiner to see. We're turning right into Ray Simpson Avenue into the Bardia residential area. The instruction is to take the next left. Mirror, left signal. We're turning into Sister Haltane Avenue. It's a cross street on priority. Still check to the right in case someone runs the giveaway sign. Now, in this area, expect to do some of the maneuvers, maybe the reverse park or the curbside stop. Check all the side streets. Check all the parked cars for anyone looks like they might want to pull out. If it gets a little bit narrow, slow it down a little bit. Now, there is no car here for me to reverse park, so we're going to proceed to the end at the T intersection and turn right. Mirror, right signal. Note, there is no stop sign here, so if it's safe, we can roll through. And it is safe, so we complete the turn. This is Borneo Street, and we take the next right turn into Ether Avenue. Straight away, we're going to do a reverse park. Mirror, left signal, check the shoulder.
Okay folks, just a disclaimer, the aim of this video is not to teach you how to do a reverse park, 3-point turn or curb stop maneuver. Okay, if you want to know how to do those maneuvers, please go to the respective videos in my playlist.
Pull up beside the vehicle. I like to line up the side mirrors. Straight into reverse. Now, make sure it's clear, no one's in your way. Do what I call the 360 check, check right around. Stage 1, reverse straight back to the rear tyre. Keep checking the back, check the side, keep checking the back. When at the tyre, stage 2, the angle. Full left lock on the steering wheel, check the back, check the angle. Check the back, check the angle. At the angle, bring the steering only back to centre. Stage 3, bring your left rear tyre closer to the gutter. Check the back, check the gutter. When you get close to the gutter, right lock on the steering wheel, bring the car around, and when you're parallel, bring your steering back to centre. Okay? Now, pop the car into drive, now push us forward up to the bumper. Once you're happy with the position, handbrake park, tell the examiner that you're done. Now to go, we're going to reverse. Back and reverse, handbrake off. Check 360 around the vehicle, check there's no one in your way. Then check the back, then check the front. Check the back and check the front. Now, when you got room to get out, pop it into drive, check your mirrors, indicate 5 seconds, 3, 4, 5, then check over your right hand shoulder. If it's safe, then pull out. Okay, let's proceed straight. A reminder that the speed limit is 50 zone, so be very careful. Please check all the side streets, check all the parked cars for signs that something might jump out in front of you. You need to be ready for that type of hazard. Up ahead is a cross street. The instruction is to turn right. Mirror, right signal. Now we are on the give way sign, so we've got to give way to everybody. Check right, there is a white car. Behind that car it is safe. We check over to the left, that's safe. In front safe, we can now complete the turn. We are back on Ray Simpson Avenue and it is 50 zone. Always check the side streets for anyone who might come out from the side. Up ahead is a set of traffic lights. The instruction is to turn right. We have a red circle, red arrow pattern. Our right signal's on and we're going to stop with our front bumper within 1 metre of the line. Let's cut forward to the green light.
A few moments later.
Okay, green right arrow, check right, check left, and proceed. This is now Campbelltown Road. The speed limit is 70 k's an hour. Stay in this right hand lane because the left lane will eventually end. The two most important things along this 2 kilometre stretch of road is to keep under the speed limit and prepare for these lights to go yellow. So it's green. At this point we're going to commit. We're too close to stop now. Just past these traffic lights, you can see that the 2 lanes form as one. If someone's in front of you in that left lane, I highly recommend you back off and let them in. The speed limit is still 70 k's an hour, but you can see I'm hitting 71 every now and then. It just shows you how easy it is to go over the speed limit on a road like this. Up ahead, we have a change in speed. We have an 80 k an hour speed zone. So after that point, we can pick the speed up. However, there is a set of traffic lights. They've just gone yellow and we can stop at it and we will, and we'll position our front bumper within 1 metre of the first white line. We have red circle and red arrow pattern. Let's cut forward to the green light.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we get the green. We do the first on red head check. All is good. We proceed. Now, remember, the speed limit along here is 80 kilometers per hour. So we'll pick the speed up. There's no real hazards at the moment. The road's just straight. There's no side streets. We're just going to head over the bridge, which is over the freeway. Now, just over the bridge, though, you'll see that the speed limit is going to change back to 70. Now, I'm currently doing a little bit over 70, so I've got to make sure that I pull my speed back a bit and get back under 70. So we continue on for a little bit longer, and you'll see here where the speed changes back to 70 right here. At the next traffic lights, we are going to turn left. So check your mirrors, put on your left signal, check over your shoulder, because that's a flat bike lane there, and then move into the turn lane. As we approach the lights, we can see our left arrow has gone yellow and has now gone red. So we now have red arrow, red circle. We stop. The green circle's come on, but the red arrow is still on because of the crossing. The red arrow has now gone off. We do a head check. It's all clear, no one's walking, and we complete the turn. Now, on this road, there are no speed signs. When there are no speed signs, the default is always 50. At the roundabout, the instruction is to turn right. We check the mirrors, we put the right signal on, we check over to the right to see if there's any risk of collision. Those two cars look like they're turning, all is fine. Be careful not to get onto the island. As you go around, we are going to do a left exit signal, couple of flashes, left signal off. Pedestrian hazard, make sure you cover your brake. Keep checking for further hazards. Parked cars that might want to pull out, or any cars that might want to come out of any of the driveways. Eventually, you're going to be turning left at the traffic lights that is after the next roundabout. I highly suggest we get into the left lane as soon as we can. We can get it done now. Mirror, left signal, check over your shoulder and get the car positioned into the left lane. And we head toward the roundabout. Another hazard, cover your brake in case he jumps out on you. Now, we're in the left lane. At the roundabout, we're going to proceed straight ahead. We have a look to see if it's safe to enter, and it is. Keep in the left lane, do not cross into that right-hand lane, okay? Exit signal out of the roundabout. Up at the traffic lights, we're going to turn left, and we are already in the left-hand lane as we did that lane change earlier. The traffic's queuing up, so we'll stop behind the car in front, see a little bit of road behind their tyres. We have red arrow, red circle. Let's cut forward to the green.
A few moments later.
Okay, we have green circle and we can now start to move. As we approach the green light, get ready for it to go yellow. If you are able to safely stop at the yellow, we do. But at this point, we are close enough to commit. Always look around to the right in case someone's running the red. Always turn into the left lane because eventually you will turn left. Now, this is Camden Valley Way and the speed limit is currently 70 kilometers per hour. When the traffic's busy, do not stop on top of these keep clear sections. If you do, you'll be given an F for fail item for doing something illegal. Now, the traffic's slowing a little bit, just keep the space, don't go right up behind this vehicle. At the slower speed, the 3-second gap is a little bit closer, but as we pick up speed, we need to make our 3-second crash avoid space a little bit bigger. Now, up ahead we have a set of traffic lights, and we're getting ready for it to go yellow. Also, we don't want to get queued up into those traffic lights. It looks clear ahead, it's stay green, let's commit. So again, just be careful if you happen to be doing a driving test in that later afternoon when this can get a little bit busy and queued up. We've got another set of lights. This one is currently green as well, and it's stay green, we're going to commit and we continue on. Now a reminder, the speed limit is still 70 kilometers an hour. Now we can't get up to that speed yet because the traffic's pretty slow. We've got to maintain that 3-second crash avoid space. Up further is yet another set of traffic lights. They are currently green and we're getting ready for that yellow. If it's safe to stop, we will, but this one is staying green and we are certainly going to commit. So on this part of the road, we have just been through 3 sets of traffic lights that can cause problems. One, they can go yellow and you've got to quickly work out, do I stop at it? How much room do you have? Is there a vehicle behind going to hit me? If it's safe to stop at those lights, you must. Also, with those 3 lights, there are 3 situations where you might be stopped on red as the first car. And when it goes green, you will be required to look both sides before proceeding. And it is really easy to forget that check and you will get an observation error. Remember, 3 strikes, you are out. And finally, those 3 sets of lights that are close together create an opportunity where you might get stuck in the middle if the following light is queued up. So do not stop in the middle of the traffic lights. We're going to turn left here, mirror left signal, check no one's coming out the servo. This is a left turn slip lane, left turn anytime with care. Check the crossing, is there anyone walking? As you move up, check right, they're all stopped, it's safe, check diagonal, it's safe, and complete the turn. Now, this is Banera Road. The speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. I highly recommend, at this point, get into the right-hand lane. Mirrors, indicator, check over your right-hand shoulder. If it's safe, make the lane change. Because you are either gonna turn right or the left lane ends eventually and you're forced to get into this lane anyway. As it's a 60 zone, sit around 55. Just don't let yourself get over 60. At the traffic lights ahead, we will be proceeding straight ahead. However, they have just gone yellow and red and we are able to stop at that one. We will be stopping with our bumper within 1 metre of the first line, and we will cut forward to the green.
A few moments later.
Okay, our light pattern has now gone green. We check right, we check left, and we proceed. Remember, the speed limit along here is 60 k's an hour. At the next traffic lights, the instruction is to turn right. So we'll check our mirrors, indicator. We won't need a shoulder check because this curb there is raised and hard. It blocks the blind spot area. Head up to lights and we're going to check the light pattern. Now we have a green circle only pattern. There's no red arrow, no green arrow. So we push into the intersection and we give way to the oncoming traffic. We're looking for a gap or we will go on the yellow-red. Now we have a gap after that white vehicle and we complete the turn. We're now in Posier's Road and the speed limit is 50. As you drive along here, just check all the side streets for cars that might jump out at you and check all the parked cars if they should jump out on you as well. Look for any sign of any hazard, okay? Now, a bit further up is another roundabout, and at the roundabout, we are going to proceed straight ahead. So we check behind, we slow a little bit. Let's check to see if it's safe to enter the roundabout. Yep, that's safe to enter the roundabout, and now we'll do an exit signal to exit the roundabout. Remember, the speed limit's 50 k's an hour. A reminder also, check all the side streets, check all the parked cars for hazards that might jump out in front of you. Now we're going to take the next left turn, and up that street, we're going to do a 3-point turn, okay? This particular route generally doesn't do a 3-point turn, but we're going to do all maneuvers on this mock test video. Mirror indicator, pull into the curb, just get the tyres on the gutter, get in between the driveways, okay? Make sure it's clear ahead, mirror right signal for 5 seconds, 3, 4, 5, check over my shoulder. Now as you move, right lock the steering wheel. Get close to the other side but don't hit it. Now steer it and then gear it into reverse. Do the 360 check for any hazards. Now look out the back and as you move backwards to and fro, check the back, check the front, check the back. Get clearance to get around, steer it. Pop it into drive, check up and down the road, both sides, and then off you go. And that's a 3-point turn. Now, at the T intersection, we're going to make a left-hand turn. Mirror left signal. Notice the broken line means it's a give way sign. We don't have to treat it like a stop sign. Actually is safe. Let's continue up to the roundabout. Now, at the roundabout, the instruction is to turn right. We're also coming into a school zone. We check the roundabout to see if it's safe. Yes, it's safe. Okay, be careful not to get on the island as we get around, and then we'll do an exit signal to exit the roundabout. This is Finney Road and the speed limit's 50 and the school zone is now ending. Now, the speed limit's 50, check all the side streets, check the parked cars. Always check for hazards that might jump out in front of you. You need to deal with them. Don't get the examiner helping you with anyone jumping out. Check to the right. Now, at the roundabout, we're going to continue straight ahead. We check behind. There's a speed up here. We'll slow down to roughly 20s. Over we go. Let's check the roundabout to see if it's safe. So we look to the right. And yep, that's safe. We enter the roundabout and then we'll exit with the left signal. Click, click. Now we continue straight. Be careful going downhill. You don't get over 50 k's an hour. Now we're going to take the next right-hand turn into Sheen Way. Mirrors right signal. It's safe and we complete the turn. Okay, so in this street, we're going to do the curb stop maneuver. Okay, now as we find a spot coming up, we're going to check our mirrors. We'll put on our left signal. We'll check over our left shoulder and we're going to pull into the curb. Just get the left tyres just on the gutter a little bit and between the driveways. So this spot here looks great. Now we've got to shut the engine down. Handbrake on. Into park. Indicator off. Engine off. Feet off. And say done. Now to start the car, foot brake on, start the engine, pop it into drive, handbrake goes off. Mirror, 5-second signal when you leave the curb. So 3, 4, 5, check the shoulder, if it's safe, and then you pull out. That's a curb stop maneuver. Up ahead at the T intersection, we're going to make a right-hand turn. Note there is no stop sign. We'll slow down according to vision. It looks pretty safe, we can roll through. Now this road is Whittle Street. It is also 50 k's an hour. Up at the T intersection, we're going to turn left. Mirror, left signal. There is no stop sign. We'll treat it like give way sign. We have a look, it is safe, we can roll through. Now this is Dalmatia Avenue and the speed limit is 50 k's an hour. We proceed straight At the roundabout, we're going straight ahead. We check behind, we slow a little bit. Let's check the roundabout to see if it's safe. Yes, that's safe. We get around, keep off the island, and left exit signal. We proceed straight. Remember the speed limit is 50. Always check all the side streets. Check that one, that looks fine. A bit further up, there's another side street on the left. Just have a look at the left, see if anyone's going to come out. Looks good. Now up ahead at the traffic lights, we're going to turn right. So mirror, right signal. We can see the light pattern is red circle and red right arrow. So we're going to pull up at the line, we stop, and we're going to cut forward to the green light.
A few moments later.
Okay, a green right arrow. We check both sides, move the head, and we complete the turn. We turn into the right-hand lane. Now, this is Banera Road again, and the speed limit is 60. Banera Road becomes Soldiers Parade up near the shopping centre. It's all the same road, it's 60. Up ahead at the traffic lights, we're going to proceed straight ahead. Now, these lights have just gone yellow, and they've gone red, and we're able to stop, so we do. So we'll stop again with our bumper within 1 metre of the line, and we'll cut forward to the green.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we get the green, we check the intersection, all good, and we proceed straight ahead. Now, this is Banera Road. Banera Road also becomes Soldiers Parade. The speed limit is 60. So at this point, just keep proceeding straight ahead, stay in the right-hand lane, and keep yourself under 60. Okay, the lane on the left, a bit further up, is about to end. You do have priority over anybody in that lane, but if someone is ahead and they have their right signal on, I recommend just letting them in. We're going to take the next right turn. So we'll do mirror indicator. Now, because the island beside us is flat, you will need to check over your right shoulder. Okay, do that. Move into the turn lane. Now, we'll head up to the traffic light and we're going to check the traffic light pattern. Okay, so as we get closer, we can see that we have a green circle and a red right arrow. So we'll pull up behind this red car, see a little bit of road behind the tyres. We now have green arrow pattern, so we proceed. Now get ready, it might go yellow. It might go yellow, and it did. Okay, now of course we can stop, we do stop.
Okay, now with these yellow lights, let's do a little quick lesson on this. You can get a fail item even though you went through the yellow. Okay, the deal is, if it's safe to stop, you are required to stop at that yellow. There are 3 things you need to consider. The first one is, do I have room to stop comfortably? Because if you're pretty close, obviously you don't have enough room, go through. The next thing you need to consider is there something behind me that's going to hit me up the back? It could be a big truck. If you've got a truck behind you, go through the yellow. The third thing is the road seriously wet? If it's really wet, go through the yellow. But if it's dry and there's nothing behind you, you got to be a little bit more sensitive to stopping at that yellow if you've got room to stop at it. Okay? Now remember, I don't need you to stop at every yellow, only the ones when it's safe. So let's have a little bit of a look at this yellow light and see if there was something behind us.
So we approach the lights again. Let's have a look out the back. You can see there's no truck at all. So when it went yellow-red, we were able to stop, so we did. Had I gone through that yellow light, it would have been an F1 fail item. Okay, we get the green right arrow, we do our head checks, and we complete the turn. This road is Henderson Road, and it actually becomes a 40 area. You can see the sign there. There's also a speed hump, slow it down to roughly 25. It will be really easy to go over 40 along here. Be very careful. Check out this left side street that no one's coming out from the side. Looks good today. Another crossing. Back off and check that no one's about to walk up the crossing. If there is, you must give way to them. Again, as you pick up, it will be really easy to go over 40 here. Be very careful. At the roundabout, we're turning left. Mirror, left signal. Let's check the roundabout to see if it's safe. We have a look to the right. Yep, that's fine. Okay, now we're turning left into McDonald Road. Now, go into the left lane. Some examiners end this route just here with the entry to the shopping centre, but some don't. Got a hazard, cover the brake. Show the examiner you are reacting to any potential hazard. Now remember, this road is 60. You can bring the speed up to about 55. There are no particular major hazards in this little section. The instruction is that we're going to make the next left, mirror left signal, and we complete the turn. This road is called General Boulevard, and we're back in the 40 zone. There's a speed bump, roughly 20s. Now be careful that you do not go over 40 along here. Now we have an intersection coming up. Let's check if there's any hazards. Okay, we check to the left. Yep, there's one there. Cover your brake and all is good. Make sure you show some response to these hazards. At the roundabout, we're going to turn left and then left again back into the shopping centre. Let's check that the roundabout is safe, and it is. Okay, we make our left turn, left signal again to enter the shopping centre. Check your shoulder here in case someone's walking along the path, and we proceed through the entry. Now there is no gate here. There is a camera that will take a photo of your number plate. Proceed straight for a little bit. Just keep the speed under 20 as you go through the car park. We will be turning right just after the escalators shown by those blue windows. Mirror right signal. Make sure it's safe, and we will complete the turn. Now when you head down here, just keep watching for any hazards, including people walking, cars pulling out. You've got this crossing. Now the examiner will not require you to reverse into the bay. You will just nose front in. Now, typical of this car park, you can see there's cars in the way. You just got to hold back. I'm just waiting on this side of the crossing. We'll start to move forward, but then all of a sudden this guy does that. So just be ready for the unexpected in this car park. Just take it slow. So if something goes random, you can deal with it. Okay, now to get into the left bay nose in, we need to get on the right hand side a little bit. So there's another car there. We just need to wait for them. I've got my signal on, and then we'll move over to the right a little bit. And now we're going to turn into this bay. And again, another random. You got this guy packing his car with his kid. So he's moving the kid out of the way. Just take it slowly. Get into the bay. Once you're happy with your parking position, shut the car down, handbrake, back in the park, engine off, and then go inside and get your result.
Okay, folks, so that's a realistic run through one of the routes at Edmondson Park. Basically, they use the residential area of Bardia. I ran out to Costco, the residential area of Edmondson Park, and around the Edmondson Square shopping centre. Okay, it is good to be familiar with those roads, and hopefully this video helps you out. Okay, folks, so that's it. So if you're new, please press the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. And remember always, stay safe.